I've been reviewing a lot of these Blokees Transformers lately, and this was something I've been meaning to do for the longest time. I wanted to showcase all the Galaxy version Optimus Prime and Megatron figures, as well as these two Galaxy Defender version figures, so that I could do like an omnibus review of all of them. Some of them you've already seen. I reviewed several of them in previous videos, but I wanted to put all of them in one video and showcase how awesome these figures are so that you can appreciate each and every one of them in one video and maybe give you an idea of which ones you want to pick up. So let's take a closer look at the details of these Galaxy version Blokees Transformers, Optimus Prime, and Megatron figures. So let's begin with the very first Optimus and Megatron figures from the Galaxy version. These two are the regular figures from Series 1, and this one obviously is the Chase. These two are 1 in 12 pieces, 1 in 12 boxes, and then this one is 1 in 36 boxes. So it's a little rare, but yeah. These are a very, very good figures. Blokees was off to a very good start with these figures, and it is very, very G1. They are all looking fantastic, but obviously the Chase is the superior figure between the two, and if you have to get just one of these guys, it has to be this one. Let me just point out the details that these figures have, starting with the Optimus Prime figures. You can see the paint, the coloration, the details, and the sculpt of this figure. Absolutely G1 in style. He's got his G1 blaster, and he's got his Energon axe. He comes with a pointing hand, a pointing fist. He's got a open splayed hand, just like most of the Blokees figures, and he's got the gripping hand. So yeah, he's got some electronics going on his chest. Would have been nice if it was just clear, like windows, but they wanted to make these figures look different, so they put that. Now, the Chase figure is obviously the same figure. It's just done in this metallic finish. Every inch of this figure, just absolute plastic goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Really, really nice. Even the color of the Energon axe, slightly different. The blaster, yeah, obviously different. This one is a more metallic gray, but I do prefer the regular one, the regular version. The Megatron, a little bit lackluster because he doesn't have any metallic pieces. That's all right. They wanted him to be very cartoon accurate. Comes with his ion blaster. And he's got the Decepticon faction logo. All the colors are very, very G1. Just wish they could have used some gray plastic instead of red for the joints, the knees and shoulders and elbows, but that's all right. Very, very good. So that is all about to change. That Megatron, that lackluster Megatron is about to change with the arrival of the Shining version figures. Now here are the Shining version figures. There's basically the same figures, but they've added some light up features. If you've seen my review of this G1 Universe Optimus Prime from the Shining version 2, you know how these things work. They do light up. The central body has an LED bulb that light up upon impact, or they're kinetically activated. So yeah, very, very nice. This Optimus Prime is obviously the same mold as the original Galaxy version. They just changed the paint on the chest to reflect the matrix of leadership, and obviously made it translucent so that the light would come through. This one's a brand new sculpt. This sort of reflected the toy, the actual G1 toy. If it were an Action Master, this is how it would look like. Now this one is the Chase. It's 1 in 24 boxes, or 24 pieces. There's 6 in a case for the Shining version, 9 in a case for the Galaxy version. Now I didn't bother with the regular version because the regular version is basically this with the translucent chest and a silver face. So I didn't really bother that because I got him on the first try. Didn't bother hunting for the regular version, and it is a cool looking Megatron. Remember what I said, how lackluster this thing was? Look at this. They've actually put all the metallic pieces, like the feet, the legs, torso, thighs, arms, even the gun is metallic, and he comes, the regular version would come also with the Energon mace or Morningstar, but this one, I think it looks better on the metallic finish. So really, really nice. And again, they went with the maroon bits right here. Wish they could have changed that, but it's all right. So the Shining version, a little bit more pricey, almost double the price of the Galaxy version, but it comes with a ton of accessories and that light up feature. So yeah, so that's it for G1 universe. We move on to the Transformers 1 animated movie universe, and we have D16 and Orion Pax, or Optimus Prime, I should say. There's an Orion Pax figure without the cog, but this one is the Optimus Prime, obviously because it has the matrix of leadership. And in the middle right here is obviously the chase in the wave. Now they made Optimus the chase again, and rightly so. He just looks so cool. But let's talk about these two buddies, these two friends who became enemies. And I didn't really expect them to be this good. I really thought they were going to be just really boring because not a lot of people were collecting Series 5. A lot of people wanted this Megatron or D16, and he just looks really nice. I just wish that they could have made the legs metallic. That would have really put an edge on this figure. Maybe the face metallic. But yeah, just like this figure, he does come across as a little bit lackluster, but it has a lot of really good paint apps. He's got that Megatronus faction symbol, or like that emblem just burned onto him by Sentinel. Spoiler alert, if you watch the movie, you know how that thing happened. And he's got the Decepticon logo on his other shoulder, on his left shoulder, so that's very cool too. Yeah, the face is, I wish they could have made it metallic, but he comes with two guns just like in the movie. And yeah, it's a beautiful sculpt. Now the superior figure, obviously the Optimus Prime figure. I love it. The regular figure will have some metallic pieces. Forearm, thighs are metallic. Would have been nice if they also put a little bit more metallic pieces on, like on the legs. But they saved all of that metallic goodness for the chase figure. And if you can get the chase, man, it is an amazing figure. Even the battle axe, the Energon axe, is different for the chase. It's got that green highlight, the clear plastic. This one is just regular clear plastic for the regular figure. And the chase will also have his blaster, which is also done in a really nice metallic pink finish. I do like this. I really like it. But I had him with the battle axe so he could just slice. Yeah, it's a really good looking figure. And what I do like about this Optimus Prime figure compared to the original one, the original one still uses the Blokees shoulder. It's attached to the middle body, or the central torso. This one, just like the Ultra Magnus and the Tarn figures, the armor, actually the chest, has its own ball joint. So it's a really wide torso compared to just the regular Blokees torso. Absolute badass figures. Really enjoyed these Transformers 1 figures. Didn't really expect to like them as much. And now moving on to the latest series of Galaxy version figures, Series 6. We've got the IDW Optimus Prime and Megatron. Now, these are amazing figures. If you read up the comic books, they are great. If you've seen my review of the Galaxy version Series 6 figures, you already know what I feel about these figures. They're just amazing figures. And this one, a mix of the G1 look, the IDW look, and the Super Megatron look. If you're not familiar with that, go look it up on the comic books, even the cartoons. The Super Megatron figure, very expensive nowadays to acquire the Hasbro Takara figure. But yeah, they look amazing. Now the chase for the wave is this. He's not actually Optimus Prime yet. He is Orion Pax. And just like I said in my video review of the wave, this is the only universe where the Orion Pax figure is way better than the Optimus Prime figure. And look how amazing and tremendous this thing is. Impeccable paint apps. The blue and silver, just like the comic books, really fantastic. There's just not enough superlatives in the world to describe how cool this Orion Pax is. And even the clear plastic that they use for his guns, they do a better job with the metallic paint than Hasbro or Takara. I cannot believe I'm saying this, but sculpt wise, just amazing on these figures. Very true to the comic book iterations, and they are just amazing figures. Although my copy, some of the joints can be a little bit loose, which is disappointing, but and the gun on Megatron loves to fall off. But I do like it. I do love the designs that they've chosen for this wave. And finally, the rarest of these Blokees Transformers figures. These are the Galaxy version Defender super secret chase figures of the Optimus Prime and Megatron figures. There's the regular chase versions, which don't have the backpacks and the extra weapons, but these two are the rarest, and collectors are just going crazy hunting these things down because the packets of the Galaxy version Defender figures are like what, $1.50 each. Out here in Manila, they're almost $2. A pack of 12 would cost like what, $12, $18 to $24. So everyone's just buying them up, just hoping they could get these. The regular chase figures, they are you're guaranteed getting them 1 in 12 if you buy a case. These are 1 in 144 packets. So 1 in 12 cases for these things. These are going bananas on the secondary market. They're going for as much as like $50 each. No, that's the most. But there are some collectors selling for like $30, $40. So yeah, very, very cool looking figures. And if you notice, they are a mix of various mythologies of Optimus Prime and Megatron figures. Obviously the G1 influence is there. The head sculpt, the chest, arms, very G1, including the legs. But this one, if you recall, there was a show called the Unicron Trilogy back in 2001 to 2003. This is actually the Cybertron or Galaxy Force iteration of Optimus Prime. You got this weapon right here and his wing. So they melded the Galaxy Force or Cybertron Optimus accessories with the G1 Optimus, and it looks amazing. I mean, it's not accurate to some people, but I love it. I love the metallic finish. I love the accessories. I can understand why this thing is going for $40, $50 online. It is a $1, $2 figure going for that much. That is crazy. Now, this Megatron is not to be outdone. He's also pretty good. He's not going for $50. He's going for like $30, $35 on the secondary market because obviously people want Optimus more than Megatron. But this one is a fusion, I think, of the G1 and I think, could it be Super Megatron? The backpack? But the backpack actually reminds me not just of the IDW or Super Megatron, but of the Henkei Megatron. Do you remember that classics Megatron or Henkei Megatron that turned into a Nerf gun? He had the dragon with the wings that actually formed the barrel of the gun. And I think this is what they were going for with that, together with the... because it's definitely not Cybertron or Galaxy Force Megatron, obviously. It's either the Super Megatron, the Henkei Megatron, combined with the G1 Megatron. But nevertheless, look how cool this guy is. He's got 2 blasters, 2 ion cannons that can just decimate Optimus Prime. Really, if you ask me, he is the better figure between the two, but it's just everybody wants Optimus. So yeah, very, very rare figures, but I wouldn't recommend paying $50 for them. I mean, just try to look for them. If you find them, great. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. And so some final thoughts on these Blokees Transformers, Galaxy version Megatrons, and Optimus Prime, as well as these 2 Galaxy Defender figures. I think they're great. If you haven't started with the Blokees Transformers figures, these figures are a great way to start your collection. Now, obviously, they're going to be blind boxes. It's a matter of trial and error trying to get them. But there are a lot of online sellers on the secondary market selling these figures, opened up so you know who they are. And it's no longer a blind box at slightly higher margins or prices. That's all well and good. I think if you really want these figures, you might as well go for that. These figures are really, really good. I think Blokees has carved out a really, really nice niche in the Transformers market for themselves. And these figures, especially the chase figures, they're just remarkable figures. Very, very well sculpted. They've got great articulation and they're fun to collect because they're blind boxes. It's always a surprise getting home and not knowing what you want. But like I said, you can always buy them as a complete set online, or you can get them as already opened up boxes so you don't have to worry about what you got when you get home. All the figures are going to get a 10 out of 10. The Chase figures will obviously get an 11 out of 10, especially these two. I love these things, and I cannot wait for more Optimus Prime and Megatron figures from the Blokees Transformers line. I do have the Action Edition, that 7-inch, 8-inch scale Megatron. I actually picked it up at a local Toys R Us, so that review is coming up soon. Do stay tuned for that. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of these Blokees Transformers Galaxy version Optimus Prime and Megatron figures. Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of my latest video reviews. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.